Hello everyone, PraceScooter here, and welcome back to more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'll just the elephant in the room right now. Yes, I sound like garbage. I apparently am recovering from a cold that I didn't even know I had a few days ago, but the show must go on. Anyway, so what are we going to talk about today before we start into the actual cups? Well, pretty much everything else I haven't talked about yet when it comes to this game. And also, sorry, I'm being very professional right now. So, info. The info tab, I looked at this just a minute ago just to be like, okay, what does this actually all entail? This is basically to help you get a basic understanding of everything in the game that I hopefully have gone over in some capacity, but we will be able to talk about a few things that we'll let you look at some things that I haven't been able to show you or won't be able to show you till the very end, mainly in items and battle. I'll explain these at the very end, but this is, or basically in the bonus video, this is all bonus battle stuff, so we'll go over this time. Items, and an item we will not see until we get to battle mode, which is the feather, which was added specifically to this version of the game. The deluxe version, I should say, not base Mario Kart 8. Which is weird that the feather is back after basically being gone from the series flat out, because it was first introduced in the Super Nintendo version of the game. And then it hasn't been seen again until this iteration of Mario Kart 8. And again, like I said, we're just going to cover everything. So basically, Labo, Toy-Con. We're going to have like a mini history lesson here while I spitball my knowledge on this. We'll try and do two things at once. Basically, the Labo is effectively a... There I go, doing my best at doing two things at once, right? Labo is basically cardboard, officially licensed cardboard from Nintendo that you buy. Because, I don't know if you could, but you maybe could make it yourself if you're crafty enough. Is cardboard you buy to kind of enhance the capabilities of your Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. Like... There is, what they're specifically talking about here, and I guess I could back out to show you the picture they're going to show here, is there is functionality with this Labo stuff and all this cardboard here, where you could effectively use the IR sensors in Joy-Cons and everything, and the gyro controls of it, to mimic pushing on a gas pedal for pushing the A button, and turn it. I don't know how they did it. Like, they used cardboard. They used the technology of Nintendo Switch along with cardboard to mimic driving an actual car, gas pedal and all. Labo is some weird wonder, only possible because like the Switch is that well tuned. Otherwise, it is just cardboard. If you think you can make it better yourself, you go ahead and give it a shot. Then nowadays, Labo is like a collector's item that like 2 people have, or it's currently being burned in a landfill. And the last thing is Booster Course Pack, which you will get to starting next episode. And I'll ramble on a little about that when we get to that point. But for today's episode, we're doing the last two cups available in base Mario Kart 8. On 150cc, because I never want to experience that again. Now, let's see. Now, I am a Koopa Trooper here, because that'll be made a story all in itself in a while. I know we've already used Tanuki Mario. I'm generating a random cart user. 22. Here's 16. 24. 23. I've already used Metal Mario. Hey, come on now. Alright, Peach. This actually gets to talk about something that's kind of interesting we saw when I went to the stat screen last time. And I actually get to... And actually this will be one of the few times where I get to use my default loadout with I guess, meeting characters and with Peach. So, some of you out there might be thinking, oh, you use... More on that later. You might be thinking, oh, you use Peach because of a very well-known YouTuber who sprang up in the last 4 years because of, I'm going to say, Smash Brothers for Wii U, transitioning to Smash Ultimate. that is his favorite character to use when there's an option to play as her. And no, that's not the reason. Anyway, I'm rambling on what I should be going in. It's not because of that. It's because of one simple reason why I like to play as Peach online. Well, sparingly, but more so in recent years. Folks that have grown up playing Mario Kart have or I guess Mario Kart and Mario Party have an instilled hatred of Peach. Because, borderline, Peach cheats. It could be a placebo effect, or it could be an actual thing. In both iterations of Mario Kart, and in both Mario Kart and when it comes to Mario Party, is that Peach just cheats. Anyway, everyone, before I go on that rant, I'm just gonna say, welcome to Baby Park. No one likes it. Nearly nobody likes this place. Like, if you didn't like Excite Bike Arena, you're not gonna like Baby Park. It's more boring Excite Bike Arena. And I will die in this hill. But yeah, I basically use that native instilled hatred of people hating Peach and blaming her for being a cheater in the original Mario Kart and older Mario Karts and Mario Parties. Well, my lot in life. I didn't time that right. Am I still? Oh boy, that's a bull bill. Okay, I'm still in first somehow, even if they're getting blue shelled. Well, Well, this is fine. I'm just gonna keep on rolling. Oh, we weren't the last lap. I thought we were. But yeah, I basically try and use that that fire inside of people that's burning inside of people from the many years of getting taunted by Peach and to her quote unquote cheating ways, to make them angry if I do happen to beat them in a race. Keep in mind, I say happen to. More on that next episode. So that's why my favorite racer is listed as Peach right now, because if I feel like being a troll, I don't race any different. I don't do anything different. I don't race different than I normally do. I just use the innate hatred of Peach as an AI or CPU character to make people salty and hopefully drive a little better and or worse. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, welcome to my backyard. The pun is I'm from Wisconsin. Cheese Land, personally speaking, I love Cheese Land in Mario Kart on GBA Mario Kart. Oh god, this is bringing back terrible memories. Except I can actually hit my shots. I actually love Cheese Land on is it SP? No, it's not SP. Whatever the name of the Mario Kart is on the Game Boy Advance, I forget its name right now. I love this course, this and one other course. I love them from. Oh boy, it's gonna. Oh, I thought it was gonna land on me. I love these two courses from the GBA game. No joke, no irony, nothing like that at all. And then they kind of upped the ante. They upped the ante and made it a lot better in this game. Now I don't know if I can quantify it as, you know, in my top 5 tracks in this game or not. I really can't. I really can't like sit here and quantify if it is one of my actual favorite tracks or not, because there's other tracks that kind of fill that void a lot better, you know? I really wish I didn't just get zapped there, but alright. But anyway. I have no defenses. I feel like this episode is just like a whole bunch of me, how I basically am borderline a troll. You know, take me, Shell Daddy. And there goes Toad. Todd, come back here. Hey, thanks for the air boost. I've somehow got that air drift going. Am I about to lap Donkey Kong? Why? Why am I about to lap Donkey Kong? I actually just lapped Donkey Kong. I'm a little mad at that. So, yeah, I feel like this episode all I'm really doing is just talking about how I, like, use rage to my advantage to get everybody else to drive better and or worse. Oh, I thought that was a red. I thought that was another blue shell. I was about to be like, come on, man, 2 in 1 track. But this track is a little bittersweet because, at least for quite some time, in both the Wii U and Switch versions of Mario Kart 8, what we're going through was the last bit of content we had for like 5 years, maybe even 6. Like when we get to the next episode onward, most of the content in there is A, I'm not gonna know what the hell I'm doing because I barely raced on it, and B, again, it was the newest content we had in like 6 months, or sorry, not months, years. But the oh yeah, excuse me. But it's also that. Nope, I lost the train of thought. Wildwoods. Oh, that I was starting to think about something else I could have talked about after I finished that. After I finished that side tangent there, but then I lost the entire plot. So I've been misspeaking. I'm pretty sure people on episodes 1 through, I'm gonna say 3 through 5. Episode 3 through 5 have been telling me I'm wrong. So with the cups, we did. I would say Villager and Link. Yeah, Villager and Link were not part of. Great. We're not part of base Mario Kart 8 in any capacity. And I recall that I now have it right that Inkling was introduced in Deluxe. Oh, we have a mushroom for this shortcut? Ballin'. There is no cost, just ballin'. Oh, but yeah, we had... But yeah, so with the... What is it? With the last 2 cups we did in episode 5, the Triforce Cup being the highlight of this, that's when we first started adding in guest characters into this game, and Link was added as the first DLC racer to Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart's entire lifespan, entire existence, like the entire series. Link was the first. Yeah, I'll still say it even though there's a caveat on that, but I'm still gonna say it as is. Link being the first guest character in the series. Technically, that more so belongs to Rob, but I'm still gonna stick with my story. So, DLC enough with your shenanigans and tomfoolery game. But yeah, Link was the first, whatever it was, the other cup and then the Triforce Cup. That featured Link primarily. Hold this. That featured Link primarily as the first crossover character and the first DLC character we got in Mario Kart 8. And then we got what is it? Oh my god, am I actually gonna... You know what, everybody gets it now. Well, I just got Mario Kart. That's all that happened there. Anyway. So yeah, Link got introduced as the guest racer in the last pack, or in the first ever pack of DLC courses for Mario Kart as a series. And then I believe it is going to be this track coming up here. With this track, don't make me a liar. Tell me I can remember how to count to 4. With this track coming up, yep. We actually is when we added in Villager to the roster of guest characters. Now, caveat about this course is technically this course has 4 variations, kind of like Excite Bike Arena. This course has 4 variations based on each of the 4 seasons in, well, the game and the real world. So, I believe we are on the summer variant right now. And I'm not going to, and I'll be honest, I will not take the time to show off all the other variations because I'm basically rolling the dice trying to get the other 3 variations. Summer is probably the most normal of all the courses, for the most part. Fall, what is it? Summer has this waterfall bit here that can drag you down to the ocean, so there is that. There is that kind of as a hazard introduction. Fall has piles of leaves on the ground you can drive through. Hi, Rossetti. Fall has piles of leaves you can drive through in the in this portion coming up here, in this I guess acre farm or fruit farm, the fruit farm section of every Animal Crossing island. there's leaf piles in here that you can drive through. Sometimes the leaf pile will have a mushroom or coins in it. Kind of like how it was at Maple Treeway. Which I'm fairly certain we've done Maple Treeway. My memory is terrible, by the way, if they don't know. Oh yeah, these ramps are here too in summer only. Winter, all the water freezes over, so the traction on the track is a little bit worse. Not too much, but a little bit worse. And spring is actually probably the most basic, because the only thing that really changes in spring and makes it the most basic of every course is all the trees here are instead like a sakura fest or sakura blossoms. Yeah, I try and like. Do you know how hard it is to roll and trill your R's when your nose is all blocked up? It's really hard. Anyway, also another thing that I didn't mention, even though we're past now, if in the tree fruit farm area, if you manage to grab a fruit from there, it acts as a super mushroom and you get a speed boost. So if you're oh, actually, let's see if I can do it right now. I'll throw. I missed it. Yeah, if I hit that orange, I would have gotten a speed boost for the last second. So yeah, there's technically 4 courses in this one course, but repeating myself, I'm not going to try and just sit here and farm out this one course in any variation trying to get the other types of it. Even though I think in like versus or trial race, whatever it's called, or even time trial, you can pick the specific course you want to race on for Villager Town or Animal Crossing Village, whatever that one was called. The name's in the timeline, so whatever. All I know is this was announced to be a thing, and me being someone who doesn't particularly enjoy Animal Crossing was like, oh, well, that's neat. I get to experience Animal Crossing in capacity. Meanwhile, nearly every other son of a gun in my friend group of Puddles Plains was losing their goddamn mind. It was bedlam for a solid half an hour when this track got mentioned or got announced. And I had to try and stifle myself, much like I'm trying to stifle these coughs. Anyway. Excuse me. Let's take a moment here. Let's take this here. Oh, I have to get my random generator up. I'm good. I'm a professional. Excuse me, 37. So 24, 32. It's a coupling. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Oh, Iggy. I like playing as Iggy. I think Iggy, oddly enough, falls in like the same weight range as Luigi. So let's just have Iggy go pick up the kids. And let's do the final bit of the DLC. Now I'll tell you right now. Unless on this back page it changes after I give like a proper retrospective, my favorite course in this game is in this cup. Let's see if you can place your bets and see what you think my favorite course in this game is. And I have a stupid reason for it too. So playing as Iggy, all of the Koopalings, I like playing as Iggy. If I'm forced to play Koopaling, I like playing as Iggy. I think I started off in this game playing as Iggy. Primarily, because like, oh hey, like, it was like, oh hey, that's like, I think it stemmed from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. It's like, oh hey Iggy, I like that guy. He was funny. Anyway, Neo Bowser City, of course. For some reason, it gets way too much hate. Like, everybody has their opinion, like what is the course that is the most hated, and almost everybody you'll talk to will be like, it's Neo Bowser City, and that's where the conversation ends. And if anybody defends it, there will be daggers thrown in every direction, like a porcupine just deciding to scattershot the room. People will get hurt. I think people hate it because there is a bit of rain slick going on with this course, as you can obviously tell. There's a bit of rain slick going on with this course, so like you do slide around a bit as if you're driving on ice. And I don't have a mushroom, so I can't really take advantage of it. You can kind of go around this first hairpin turn at the start. if you basically from the finish line. Dang it! I'm just gonna throw us in the tunnel and I'm gonna move on. You can kind of get a little shortcut around that first hairpin turn if you fly over the clown car and see the starting line there. I may try and do it just for the bit because I think I can now. I've gotten really good at super horns since something I'll show off next episode. I'll try and do it right now because I think I can front run decent enough where I can get this, especially if I got this on my side. Holy cow. So if you take off the side here and kind of just fly over here and hit this air vent, you can bypass this first hairpin turn that you are forced to take on the first lap. I know it was kind of hard to see considering half the screen was covered in black ink still, but trust me, it was there. Gosh, it like every Koopaling is trying to run me down. Oh wait, I'm over here. I'm over here by this last bit. I think the reason why people hate New Bowser City is this S-bend up here, because A, it's slick, and B, it's a really devious S-bend. But again, I just think it gets a lot more hate than it really deserves. I do like this course. It's not a favorite course, of course, but I do like this course. Hold that. Gosh, I just love how goofy Iggy is. I like Iggy, okay? Again, give my choice of Koopaling, it's Iggy. And everyone's like, why not Ludwig? Because he's so dapper. Or why not Wendy? Because it's the one lady. Or why not Roy? Because he's pink. Iggy's goofy. Anyway, if you put your bet on Rainbow Road being my favorite course, you're correct. This is my favorite course in the game. What is the stupid reason for why I love this course? It does stem from playing the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. I will never be able to replicate it, so you're gonna have to just take my story on this as truth. Back on original hardware playing Mario Kart I think it's Super Circuit. Playing Mario Kart Super Circuit, I managed to get I loved racing on that course for no real reason. And for some reason, I got really good at Ribbon Road, just, you know, trying to get all the triple star rankings in that game so I can unlock all the retro tracks. And, what was it? I'm sorry, I'm trying to race and tell a story. It's fun. I had a point where like I hit the perfect line, which is basically the here's what you follow when you race on the course as your general path when you're driving. I hit the perfect line where I hit a series of... Oh, I'm going to mess this up. Also, my nose is starting to twitch, so there aren't these terrible sneezes coming. Oh, God. And you probably hear it already. I managed to hit the perfect line where there was a boost. There's like a triple boost panel in front of like a on-track jump that's represented by this section here. That's in anti-grav, and you can jump off and do a trick. I managed to hit like a triple boost panel that are lined next to each other while drifting. Oh, I'm still flying. I managed to hit it while drifting. Excuse me. I managed to hit it while drifting and got like the sickest amount of air. Let me drift. Let me drive the boat. I managed to get like I managed to get like the sickest amount of speed of a jump that I cut around. I basically cut around a turn like this. I took it so hard on the inside. I ignored that 270-degree turn without getting punished, and basically had like a 20-second lap. People who are more familiar with the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart might be able to like theory craft what I'm talking about. All I remember is like I had a stupid fast lap, like the best lap I've had in any Mario Kart in my entire life. And that's the reason why I love Ribbon Road as much as I do. But also, in this variation, like, it's basically like a kid's playroom. Like, if you've been looking in the background, there's board games, there's kids' toys, there's the funky little toads from Mario vs. Donkey Kong, March of the Minis walking around. There's yarn Yoshis posted up everywhere. Like, everything that's been like Nintendo's toy aesthetic from the Wii U era, roughly, and before, is featured here. Anyway, that aside, and hopefully I can stave off some, you can probably hear the congestion a little bit more now. we're roughly at the point where I would have blown my nose already at this point while I've been sick. Super Rail Subway. Original course. It's alright. Although I think it's the first time me seeing that wall graphic of 1-2 on the wall. That's actually kind of neat that the graffiti's like that. Ugh. But Super Rail Subway. I guess the other thing I got about this is like, is this how like all subways are structured and function? Because like, I don't think I've, well no, I've been on a subway. Where have I been on? When was I ever on an actual subway that wasn't part of an airport? Was it at MomoCon? I think it was at MomoCon one year. Yeah, it was. Because ironically enough, because me and one of my friends who went there, we had like we had not the same flight, but we had a flight. We had a flight at a similar gate, leaving within 10 minutes of each other. So we took the subway back to the airport. At that point, just like, I don't know. I just don't remember looking around and being like, oh, is it structured like this? Is it this much underground? Is it this open? Is it this enclosed? Is there this much graffiti along the walls? Like, none of it's ringing the bell. Funny I say that when this is the Super Bell Cup. At least I think it's Super Bell. Because there's another cup later on that's like Lucky Bell, which pertains more to Super Mario 3D World. I don't know. I wish I could. I'm not a cold medication right now, but I would love to say I could blame this on cold medication for why my brain's a little scrambled today compared to other days. I guess something I didn't show off, and I got a second here to do it, is you can take these side paths here to get more items and be a little more safe. And you can also, if you get it off jump off on the right spot, you can actually go on top of the subway cars here, and there's jumps on the top of those. I took effectively the most boring path possible through this place. Oh, I managed to hit Luigi at the last second? Awesome. You know, it has dawned on me that there are like 5 Marios and 2 Luigis in this game. I understand Mario's basically the Mickey Mouse of video games, but come on, there's other Luigis you can put in. Let Luigi have more representation. Just have Luigi's Mansion Luigi, and he can only drive the Poltergust 4000 from the Nintendo DS game. But have that be a Luigi variant. Anyway, Big Blue. This was like everyone's favorite course from this second pack of DLC tracks in Mario Kart 8, base Mario Kart 8. This was everyone's favorite course. Because it's one of those weird 3-part tracks that's just a really long track, and it's Big Blue. Some people know Mute City, but more people know Big Blue as a song. But anyway, the same thing that applied to Mute City applies to Big Blue. There's these health pads that you can drive over to get your coins back. There's no coins naturally on the track, so you do have to use these to get up to max coins. But there's also these tracks here that give you some more speed. And if you're crafty, you can take inside tracks like Ludwig tried to do there to kind of cut around the inside. Oh, I thought I was going to pause about the hidden side. You need to go away, Ludwig. Anyway, I'm going to be a rat about this one. I'm not going to get an item to show this off, but I am still going to take one of my favorite non-mushroom necessary shortcuts, especially when you're in 200cc. Let's see, just jump this right here. And if you're 200cc, you can take a jump off that left side there and land over here in this turn and have like another pseudo shortcut. I have not had an item out that whole time, and that's a blue shell. Great. Well, I raced faster than the item into this portion of the track. Well, at least hit me on this portion so I can keep moving forward. Of course, as soon as I exit the forward momentum part. Anyway, hold that. Okay, I wasn't long enough to get my last coin. Anyway, there is another kind of non-mushroom shortcut here on this track. I don't know if I'm going fast enough to get it. I missed. Actually, I can go fast enough to hit this one. And you take that, and then you jump off here. That's a little too shy. I will become the better Koopaling. Screw you, Lidling, I'm better than you. And with that, that is the last of base Mario Kart 8 courses. DLC and all. It's, again, for like 6 or 7 years, this is what we really had. We had all of this. And let's say, I have misspoken. I have technically kind of misspoke on the timeline for Mario Kart 8 off and on. Because I went to go look up information for, you know, making my descriptions in all these videos to make sure things looked right. And when I got to, what was it? How I found, like, basically I was comparing notes. I basically found my old Think Fast on Mario Kart 8, the initial Mario Kart 8. And it was just like, oh god, this was, technically it's actually more 11 years ago. So I'm right and I'm wrong by saying it's 10 years old. It is closer to 11 years old, but in actual chronologically speaking, it's 10 years old. Anyway, with that, like I said, that is the end of base Mario Kart 8 courses. Now, next time is going to be a lot more fun because I'm going to have closer to no idea what I'm doing because I barely played the DLC courses for this game. I played a few, but as time has gone on and I've gotten more busy and tried reaching out and doing more things, I have also had less time to spend on this. So, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. We'll get into courses unique to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'll see you folks then. Take care.